important to be seen and heard anytime in a course of being a leader in an organization, even more so in today's age where we are kind of really battling misinformation and AI also supercharging a lot of this misinformation that comes out. When you speak out externally, and especially for media, it's giving credibility to what you're saying. The media is neutral, it's third party, they come in, they verify. So when you are appearing in these platforms, it's giving your audiences, whoever your stakeholders are, whoever your audience is, that assurance that who you're speaking through have done their job in fact checking you. So that directly actually kind of addresses the issues of misinformation. Now, for AI, AI obviously builds on the information that's out there. Many of these AI platforms, they actually thrive and work on information that can be publicly sourced, and that's how they learn, that machine learning, and that's how they then create the responses for people who are using those platforms. Now, of course, if you put out information that's verified, that has been third-party endorsed, that's going to give you a higher chance that AI using that information pertaining to yourself as a leader or to your company is going to be a lot more accurate and less factual errors if you are the one who's putting out the information. So that's why it's really important to be speaking externally, but the media adds an extra element of a third-party, neutral, verified platform that's giving you that assurance and your audience the assurance that whatever's being said is not just being pulled out from the thin air, but there has been some sort of checks and balances put into play. So it's really important to look at it from that point of view. The other thing that I always look at in terms of communications and any kind of communications, it also leads to, of course, media engagement, is the 3 Rs, right? So reputation, relevance, and relationships. When you use a media platform to speak, and as I shared earlier about the accuracy of the information and controlling your narrative, you're also then adding to these 3 Rs. Let's break it down. If you look at reputation, reputation is highly important, especially in the age where you're in, where there's so much skepticism. People are always being very, very critical of anything that's out there. Reputation is very hard to earn, but extremely easy to lose. So being engaged in an active way with media that provide that third-party verification, as I mentioned, is a way to safeguard your reputation. And also that goodwill you build in being transparent and honest and genuine goes a long way when, let's say, you are hit by a situation that's not as positive, any issues, any crises, because there's a baseline of understanding that's already out there. Similarly, with relevance and reputation, if you're not seen and heard in today's world where there's so much happening all around us, out of sight, out of mind. So having that conversation going through in a consistent manner in reputable platforms through verified information is giving you the relevance of being seen and heard, and as being trusted and respected as industry leaders, whether it's individually or as an organization. So that really is an important piece of that trifecta of the R's. The last one, your relationships. The more you're seen and heard as a leader, it gives people you're talking to, whether it's your stakeholders, of your shareholders, whether it's your investors, or even current and potential employees, it's giving an assurance that there is a face in the person who's actually leading the organization, and it's not an unknown entity that's being run by unknown people, but that trust that you build with them. And also showcasing your own expertise, that you have this many years of experience, you're speaking based on a proven track record and experience and expertise, also builds your own credibility, and in turn, of course, it translates to the reputation of the company. So it all overlaps and all kind of adds to each other. So those 3 Rs, when I look at engagement externally, are super important, and that also is how you should dictate where you are and what you're saying and how you're saying it. So, and again, back to the fact that the media provides a neutral, objective platform that is also third-party verified, is a very good tool to use for any kind of a leadership, and especially for an organization that's trying to build itself as a industry leader, and for the leaders to be seen as respected in the industry.